Hi children, good morning. How are you? I hope you read the text so many times and you are familiar with the text. Okay? Today let us move on to the comprehension work in the text. Comprehension work in the text. The chapter was the message from the sea. The chapter was the message from the sea. And today sentence making. The first one is sentence making. Sentence making. Or if we take page number 34, page number 34 of your English text. First one is glitter. First one, G-L-I-T-T-E-R, glitter. Glitter. Meaning is sparkle. Glitter means sparkle, tingle, shining, glitter. That is the meaning. Stars are glittering in the sky. Stars are glittering in the sky. You write down itself, now itself. You take a text and a pencil and you write down now itself. Stars are glittering in the sky. Stars are glittering, G-L-I-T-T-E-R-I-N-G, glittering in the sky, S-K-Y, sky. Stars are glittering in the sky. Stars are glittering in the sky. Next word, marine. Second one, marine, M-A-R-I-N-E, marine. What is marine? Meaning in the sea. Marine means related to the sea, in the sea. Marine animals are the wealth of the sea. Marine animals are the wealth of the sea. Marine animals are, sentence, M-A-R-I-N-E, marine, A-N-I-M-A-L-S, animals are the wealth of the sea. Marine animals are the wealth of the sea. Marine animals are the wealth of the sea. Marine animals are the wealth of the sea. Next word, horizon. Third one, H-O-R-I-Z-O-N, horizon. H-O-R-I-Z-O-N, horizon. Meaning, the line at which the earth's surface and the sky meet. The earth's surface and the sky appear to meet is horizon. During sunset, the horizon looks so beautiful. During sunset, we went to many times we went to Kanyakumari to see the sunset and sunrise. During sunset, when we look from far away place, the horizon looks so beautiful. The horizon look have a flaming red color. The flaming orange color or red color, and it is very beautiful sight. It's a very beautiful sight. During sunset, the horizon looks so beautiful. The sentence is during, D-U-R-I-N-G, during sunset, S-U-N-S-E-T, sunset, the horizon, the H-O-R-I-Z-O-N, horizon, looks so beautiful. Looks so beautiful. B-A-U-T-I-F-U-L. During sunset, the horizon looks so beautiful. During sunset, the horizon looks so beautiful. Next word is rubbish. We all know the meaning of rubbish. It is waste. Rubbish. R-U-B-B-I-S-H. Rubbish. Spell the word along with me. R-U-B-B-I-S-H. Rubbish means waste material. Waste material. Rubbish. Don't throw rubbish on the beach. Don't throw rubbish. Don't throw. T-H-R-O-W. Throw rubbish Don't throw rubbish on the beach. Don't throw rubbish on the beach. Once more. Listen here. Glitter. Stars are glittering in the sky. Stars are glittering in the sky. Next one, marine. Marine animals are the wealth of the sea. Marine animals are the wealth of the sea. Horizon. During sunset, the horizon looks so beautiful. During sunset, the horizon looks so beautiful. Next one. Rubbish. Don't throw rubbish on the beach. Don't throw rubbish on the beach. Next one, page number 35. All of you take page number 35. Listen, tick the correct answer. Next comprehension is tick the correct answer. First one, Tinny and Minnie were. You should complete the sentence. Tinny and Minnie were. There are two options. Option A, friends. Option B, twin sisters. Which one is correct? Twin sisters. Tinny and Minnie were twin sisters. You tick the second option. Twin sisters. Tick the second option. Twin sisters. T-W-I-N. Twin sisters. S-I-S-T-E-R-S. Sisters. Tinny and Minnie were twin sisters. Then second one, the huge waves were of rubbish or water. The huge waves at night, Minnie saw huge waves that even touched the 18th floor were coming towards her. What was inside the wave? There was not a single drop of water and it was full of rubbish. First option is correct. Huge waves were of rubbish. The huge waves were of rubbish. Do you tick the second one? First option is correct. Then answer the following. The notes will come to you. And choose the correct word. Next one, comprehension C. Comprehension C. Comprehension C. Choose the correct word. Minnie and Tinny were friends or sisters. Minnie and Tinny were friends / sisters. The instruction is choose the correct word. Here, Minnie and Tinny were. There are two words written here. Friends, sisters. Which one is correct? Sisters. So, strike out the first one. Strike out means draw a line across the word. Strike out the first one. Then the sentence become Minnie and Tinny were sisters. That is correct. Minnie and Tinny were sisters. Only draw only one line to strike out this one. Only one line. Minnie and Tinny were sisters. Is it clear? Then second one. Second one. They lived in Delhi, Mumbai. Which is the correct word? They lived in Mumbai. Then strike out Delhi. Only draw a single line. They lived in Mumbai. That is correct. They lived in Mumbai. Third one. On Sunday they went to. Third one. On Sunday they went to Kovalam Beach / said, huge wave was, the huge wave was happy or angry? Happy / angry. Which one is correct? The huge wave was it happy? No, it was not happy. It was angry. It was angry. So you strike out the word happy. You strike out the word happy. Then the sentence becomes, the huge wave was angry. The huge wave was angry. Then fifth one, the wave, W-A-V-E, wave, brought, B-R-O-U-G-H-T, the wave brought pearls or rubbish from the sea. Pearls or rubbish from the sea. The wave brought is the past tense of bring, brought. The wave brought pearls or rubbish from the sea. Which one is correct? Rubbish. The birds brought rubbish from the sea. That is correct. Then strike out the wrong option. Strike out the wrong answer, that is false. Okay, let us move on to the next one. Before that, I will remind you this one once more. Minnie and Tinny were sisters. It is the correct statement. They lived in Mumbai. Then on Sunday they went to Juhu Beach. Next one. The huge wave was angry. The wave brought rubbish from the sea. Is it clear now? Yes. Let us move on to the next one. Who said and to whom? Who said the words? There are some statements and who said that statement? Who is the deliverer of that statement and who said these words to whom? First one. Why do you throw the rubbish on me? Why do you throw the rubbish on me? Who said these words? And to whom he said these words? Who said these words? The sea said these words to Minnie. First one. You write in the space provided. The sea to Minnie. M capital. Minnie. First one. The sea to Minnie. Next one. Help, help, the wave will swallow me. Help, help, the wave will swallow me. Who said these words? Minnie cried out to these words. Second one. Minnie to others. Others means there is nobody there to hear that, but she is crying out. Minnie to others. Minnie to others. She is thinking that somebody will hear these words and come to help her and come to help her. For that she cried out, help, help, the wave is going to swallow me. Next one, third one. I think you are having a nightmare. I think you are having a nightmare. Who said these words? Tinny said these words. To whom? To Minnie. Tinny said to Minnie. Tinny to Minnie. Is it clear now? Yes. Next page. Take the next page. Writing section. Save our earth. Here are 6 pictures and we have to write one sentence under each picture. One sentence under each picture. Here are some do's. Do's means that the things we are supposed to do for saving the earth. The right things that we are supposed to do certain things to save our earth. And then some don'ts. that these three pictures are don'ts, that we do not practice. We don't supposed to do these things to destroy our earth, to disturb our earth. Observe the above given pictures and write one sentence about it in the space provided. Under the first picture, do's, we are writing the do's. D-O-S. D-O-S. Do's. D-O-S. Do's. And here don'ts. Don'ts. D-O-N-T-S. D-O-N-T-S. Don'ts. Here are do's. The things we are asked to do or we are supposed to do. Here the things we don't supposed to do. Okay. The first one is, under the first picture you write, put the waste only in the dustbin. Put the waste. W-A-S-T-E. Waste only in the dustbin. Only in the dustbin. D-U-S-T-B-I-N. Put the waste only in the dustbin. We finish writing. Then second one. A man is using water, tap water, and he is there. He is closing the tap. He is closing the tap. Then here we can write the second one. Water is precious. Water is precious. P-R-E-C-I-O-U-S. Water is precious. Water is precious. Then there is the third picture. One boy is there and he is making the table. He is arranging the table very neatly. It is a neat table and we can write, keep your table neatly. Keep your table neatly. Keep your table neatly. That means you can take anything from anywhere at any time. If you are disturbing it in a messy situation, if you are putting the things not in an order, it is put here and there, every nook and corner of the table is filled with all the details. How can we take one paper from that? It is not possible. It is not very easy. So, if we arrange the things in a good manner, we can take dictionaries are put in one side, the study materials are in one pen stand, the pens and pencils are in the pen stand. If the notebooks are on the one side, if the textbooks are on the other side, if the copy books are arranged in one corner, it is very easy to locate them. Otherwise, there were so much time will be taken to locate one book. So, keep your table neatly. Keep your table neatly. These are the do's. These are the do's. Then we go on to the don'ts. First one. A boy is having something to eat and he is throwing the packet here and there. He is throwing the packet here and there. It is a don't. Don't throw waste here and there. First one. Don't throw waste here and there. Don't throw waste. Throw. T-H-R-O-W. Throw waste. W-S-T. Waste. Here and there. Here and there. Don't throw waste here and there. Second one, a tap is in a running position and there is nobody to close it. A tap is, water is falling from the tap, it is in running position and there is nobody to turn the tap off. And don't waste water. Don't waste water. Don't waste water. Don't waste water. Then the last one, a boy is picking something or doing something with a pile of paper. A pile of paper is there in the table and he is searching for something, it is very difficult to locate that special one. And don't make the place messy. Don't make the place messy. Don't make the place messy. Messy means in a bad manner. Messy. M-E-S-S-Y. Messy. Don't make the place messy. I hope all of you write these 6 sentences under each picture. Okay. I will tell it you once more. I will repeat it. Put the waste only in the dustbin. That is a do. Put the waste only in the dustbin. Then second one. Water is precious. Water is precious. Then keep your table neatly. Keep your table neatly. Then don'ts are there. Don't throw waste here and there. Don't throw waste here and there. Next one. Don't waste water. Don't waste water. Don't make the place messy. Don't make the place messy. Is it clear now? The next one. Grammar power. What is homophones? In the last class, when teaching the topic or teaching the lesson, I had told you about the homophones. What are homophones? Homophones. H-O-M-O-P-H-O-N-E-S. Homophones. Listen here. H-O-M-O-P-H-O-N-E-S. Homophones. What is homophone? What is a homophone? The words, look here, examples are here. S-E-A-C, then S-E-E-C. I had told you already that these C and D-C. These are two C's. Pronunciation is the same. These two words are pronounced as the same. The sounds are the same, but meaning and spelling are different. Meaning and spelling are different. Pronunciation is same, but meaning and spelling are different. Spelling there is a different S-E-A and S-E-E. Spelling is different and the meaning is entirely different. Meaning is entirely different, not related to each other. These such kind of words are called homophones. The words, a pair of words that is pronounced as the same, but meaning and spelling are different. Spelling and meaning are different. Such kind of words are called homophones. Such kind of words are called homophones. What is a homophone? A pair of words that sounds the same, that means pronounced as the same, but meaning and spelling are different. A pair of words that is pronounced as the same, but spelling and meaning are entirely different. These type of words are called, such words are called homophones. Example, S-E-A-C and S-E-E-C. These are homophones. Second pair, W-A-I-T, wait, and W-E-I-G-H-T, wait. Both these words are pronounced, the sounds the same, but the spelling and meaning are different. Then the third pair is night, N-I-G-H-T, night, and K-N-I-G-H-T, night. K is silent. Night. Fourth pair of word is board. B-O-R-E-D, board. B-O-A-R-D, board. Okay. These are four pairs of words. There are so many other pairs. Tail, and then story. These are all. Now you study this one pair of words. That means S-E-A-C and S-E-E-C. S-E-E-C and S-E-A-C. Listen to your text. Look at your text. See, first one. S-E-E-C means to look. We see a beautiful hen, beautiful flower. It is very beautiful to see. Beautiful flower. See. I see you. I couldn't see you. Otherwise, let us conversate in a good manner. I couldn't see you. You couldn't see me. You are watching me only in this through this online class. Like that, we see with our eyes. That is the see. Yes. Next one, SEAC. What is the difference? What is the meaning of SEA? A large area of salty water. A large area of what is the specialty of seawater? Seawater is salty. Seawater is salty. In this chapter, we have studied about a message from the sea. A message from the sea. SEAC. It is to look. Sea means to look. Next one, say a large area of salty water. Salty water. A large area of salty water. The specialty of sea water, it is salty. The sea water is salty. Then here sea means SEEC means to look. SEAC means a large area of salty water. Next one, wait. To stay till someone comes. WAIT, wait means to stay till someone comes. Someone comes. To stay till someone comes. I am waiting for you till 8 o'clock. I am waiting for you since 8 o'clock. I am waiting for you for all this time. I am waiting for the school to open. That means we are staying for someone. We are waiting for someone. We are waiting for someone. To stay till someone comes. We are waiting for someone. And when the expected person comes, we will go together. That is waiting. Then next one, WEIGHT. Wait means wait. What is the weight of that pumpkin? Weight means how much weight you have. That is the weight. The weight. That means how heavy someone or something is. Weight means how heavy someone. How heavy. Heavy means heaviness. Heaviness means weight. HEAVY. How heavy someone or something is. Someone or something is. How heavy something or someone is. That is the meaning of this weight. WAIT weight is to stay till someone comes. WAIGHT weight is how heavy someone or something is. That is the difference in meaning and spelling. There is a difference, but in pronunciation there is no difference. Both the words are pronounced as the same. That is called a homophones. That such kind of words are called a homophone. Next one, night. Night means darkness followed by day. Night. NIGHT. Night means darkness followed by day. Night. And what is the meaning of KNIGHT night? KNIGHT night. A man awarded a Nobel title. Knighthood. Knighthood is an award given to a noble person. Knighthood is an award given to a noble person who is having valuable things. Valuable means not a valuable commodities. Valuable works. His works are that is respective of his works and his contribution to our country. Contribution. His works and contribution. Knight. KNIGHT. A man awarded a Nobel title. A man awarded a Nobel title. Awarded a Nobel title. That means like a courtiers. Courtiers means king's advisors. Courtiers like that. In ancient times there were so many knights in English countries. In European countries there were so many knights. Knighthood is given to them, awarded to some persons for their contribution. For that we say knight. KNIGHT. Knight means a man awarded a Nobel title. NIGHT night. What is the meaning of NIGHT night? Darkness followed by day. Darkness is called a night. Next one, bored. I am bored of the English class. What is the meaning of bored? Are you bored of my class? I think it is not your case. you are very interested to study English. I think you are very interested to study English. But sometimes when we are staying at home, there is no electricity, we couldn't watch the television, we get bored. We get boredom. That is bored, B-O-R-E-D. Bored means a dull activity. A dull activity. A dull activity, bored. A dull activity, bored. Then what is the meaning of bored? B-O-A-R-D, bored. B-O-A-R-D, bored. What is this? This is a board. We are using blackboard, a cardboard. They are boards, cupboard boards. Then B-O-A-R-D, board means a flat piece of material. A flat piece of material. A flat, F-L-A-T. Flat, P-I-E-C-E, piece of, a flat piece of material. M-A-T-E-R-I-A-L, a flat piece of material. Okay, let us have a look. S-E-E-C means to look. S-E-A-C is a large area of salty water. Wait, W-A-I-T, wait is to stay till someone comes. W-E-A-G-S-T is wait is how heavy someone or something is. Next one, N-I-G-S-T, night. What is the meaning of night? Darkness followed by day. Then next one, K-N-I-G-S-T, night means a man awarded a Nobel title. Fourth one, board. B-O-R-E-D, board means a dull activity. B-O-A-R-D, board is a flat piece of material. Okay, let us have a look at the title. What is homophones? What is homophone? Homophones are a pairs of words that is pronounced as the same, but its spelling and meaning are entirely different. The words the pair of words that is pronounced as the same, but the spelling and meaning are different. Such kind of words are called homophones. Such kind of words are called homophones. Then B, exercise B. We have studied 4 pair of homophones, and next exercise, choose the right word. I can dash the dash. First one, I can dash the dash. Here in the bracket there are 2 words, S-E-E-C and S-E-A-C. Which one is correct and which place? I can dash. I can see. Which C is correct? S-E-E-C. I can see the sea. S-E-A-C. I can S-E-E-C the S-E-A-C. Okay? I can see the sea. Second one. Tanu was playing with his dash, but she was dash, but she was dash. Tanu was playing with his dash, but she was dash. In the bracket there are 2 words. First one is B-O-R-E-D, board, and the second one is B-O-A-R-D, board. Which one is correct in which place? Okay. Tanu was playing with his dash. Playing with her. Tanu was playing with her. Tanu was playing with her. Which one is correct? Sorry, it is with his. Tanu was playing with his board, chess board. B-O-A-R-D, board. B-O-A-R-D, board. Tanu was playing with his board. B-O bored. But she was bored. Every time he is playing with his board. So he became bored. Fed up. Bored means fed up. A dull activity. If we are seeing the same program so many times, if the school is sending you English class every day, you will become bored. It is a dull activity. We are always liking difference in activities. It will become boring to you. If we are going to watch a film that there is no song in it, there is only fight in it, somebody is bored. If a person is like fight cinemas, he will be very interesting, but the others will be very bored. Then here, Tanu was playing with his board, B-O-A-R-D, board, and but he was bored, but he was bored. Then next one, third exercise. Mummy was told to dash. Mummy was M-U-M-M-Y. Mummy was told to dash. Mummy was told to dash till her dash was checked. Till her dash was checked. C-H-E-C-K-E-D. Here are two words in the bracket. First one is W-E-I-G-H-T, wait. And the second one is W-A-I-T, wait. Which one is correct in which place? Mummy was told to wait. W-A-I-T, wait. Mummy was told to wait till her weight was checked. Which is the second weight? W-E-I-G-H-T. W-E-I-G-H-T, weight. Mummy was told to wait till her weight was checked. Okay. Are you familiar with these homophones? Do you have any doubt about these homophones? I will say it once more. Homophones are words. Say with me. Homophones are words that are pronounced as the same, but spelling and meaning are different. We can use these homophones in these three sentences. We use these homophones in these three sentences according to the meaning. Then we use has and have to show possession. Has and have to show possession. Has and have to show possession. We use has and have to show possession. Has and have to show possession. Possession means belongings, our things. Possession means we are the owner of that things. If we possess a bag, it is the bag of mine. It is mine. That is, someone owns something. He is the owner of that thing. My father has a car. My friends have many toys. You have a dog. There is a rule in using has and have. The use of has and have. We use has with singular subjects. We use has with the singular subject and have with the plural subject. We use has with the singular subject and have with the plural subject. We use has with the singular subject and have with the plural subject. My father has a car. My father is a singular subject. My father is a singular subject. So we use has. My friends, it is a plural subject. My friends, it is not a singular subject. It is a plural subject. Friends means more than one. That is plural. So we use have many toys. And you have a dog. With you, we always use a plural verb. With you, we always use you is used in singular sense and a plural sense. But with you, we always use a plural verb. With you, we always use a plural verb. With the singular subject, we use has, and with the plural subject, we use have. That is the use of has and have. Then filling the blanks with the has and have. Here, the first example is Reena dash a doll. Look at this sentence. Is it a singular or plural subject? It is a singular subject. Reena is a singular subject. Next one, you. You dash a book. You dash a book. We had already studied that with you we use plural verbs. So we use you have a book. You have a book. You have a book. The next is I. Third one, I dash a request. With I also we use a plural verb, that is I have a request. I have a request. I have a request. Fourth one, a week. Fourth one, a week dash 7 days. 7 days. A week means only 1 week. Singular subject. So we use has. A week has 7 days. A week has 7 days. Next one, birds. Fifth one, birds. B-I-R-D-S. Birds dash wings. Is it a singular or plural subject? Birds. Birds is a plural subject. So we use have. Birds have wings. Birds have wings. Okay. You write it on this day itself, today itself, and you write with the pencils in your text. Keep your text clean and read the text and study this on the same day itself. Okay. This will be enough for today, and let us continue in the next class. Okay. Thank you.